Um, I'm sorry for not coming out with any new videos. What's the problem? Is that my hand right here doesn't look like much, but it hurts like hell. And whenever I touched the fretboard, it became warm, and that's the sign where your hand becomes irritated and shit. And I played for hours and that's really not healthy for your hands. I play like for a year and shit, you know, and I played for years and stuff, but and months, and I haven't had this sort of pain. So I tried to type on my keyboard and it just started hurting. Well, not hurting, but like it became warm again. Now it's just cold, and it won't cool down. It won't become warm again. It's just like I just tried to type something on like a forum, and it just started fucking hurting. Not hurting, but like becoming warm again. Um, I think that's not really safe. And I've heard and I read some forums, like if you experience pain or no experience warmth first, just quit for like 6 months and come back, because your life is not guitars, okay? It's just a fucking hobby. It's a phase. Nobody will ever watch what you're doing. Nobody will ever listen to what you're saying. Nobody will ever like try to listen to your music. You'll get like 98 monthly listeners after like one debut album and like 3 EPs. I'm not trying to be pessimistic here, but like, let's be realistic. Do you want to continue playing for pain, or do you want to take some time to heal off and just cool down and try to get something else functioning? You know, I lost my voice during October. I wasn't able to speak for 3 months. It was because I had an irritated throat due to stomach issues, which was just the irritated throat would expand it to my vocal cords and would just irritate the shit out of it, and it would just hurt. And I would say about it's like 60 to 70%. Like I still have to take. I forgot to take like stomach acid, shit. You know, like pills. I have to take now, and I have to take just vitamins in general, and like it's not like the tinnitus is actually that bad when it comes to music. It ruins the sort of feel, how too loud or too, like if it's too loud or if it's too distorted, or if it's just it's in general just a wall of noise. Not actually like there's no, I can't feel the spaces. I can't feel when like the music is sort of like, because I'm like, it's sensitivity related, because I can't really feel the sensitivity of the music. I can't really feel it. I can only hear it. If you get it, it's really difficult to explain. But just imagine like a bunch of nerves plucking from your ears, and you can't feel anything anymore, but you can still hear things. You don't know where it comes from, but it's still here, you know. That's the problem where I'm doing things. But with the music, I still make stuff. I have like a second channel where I make a bunch of demos and stuff. Like, they're not gonna come out anything big, but it's just like, just to have the idea, because I have like a idea in the heat of the moment, and I just want to make something and just like make it fast, because you're going to forget it. That's the sort of thing. The reason why there's no vocals necessarily is because my voice starts running out, you know, like I can only talk for like max 15 to 10 minutes a day, and it just becomes a pain, and I just have to wait so long for it to come back. Like I have to wait a whole day, and yeah, it's just painful. I can't sing anymore without losing my voice. In like you literally can physically hear me losing my voice during like recording and shit. It is just depressing. So like that's why I don't release any of it. Yeah, but it's just cold. My hand just feels cold, and I don't want to touch any frets because it might just become warm. Because I've heard you should not play through the pain if you're just like experiencing firsthand, because like your nerves in your hands are really like versatile, or not versatile. It's vulnerable. They're very like once they're gone forever type shit. But they still have like time to heal. I don't know if that second burst of warmth will like a permanent end to it all. I don't know, but I just have to take time off, and like you won't be missing anything. You're just going to like hear a bunch of distorted sounds. Fun fact: the DS2 video had like it was actually in 40 minutes after the video. You can hear a cut, and that's where I actually used my my Big Muff Green Russian reissue. And then for about 1 hour, I think, and it cuts off to the DS2, because I really didn't think people would have the attention span to watch it, but it's actually 2 different pedals. I don't know how people didn't catch up on that, but like I've seen comparison video and people can't really hear the difference with the Big Muff and the turbo distortion. But in general, I have like 30 pedals or something. I don't know. I have a Quipboard page. I also like spend a little bit of time making an equipboard for my brother's bands and his sort of equipment. I just go for photos. I don't really like do anything privacy breaking or something, but the European privacy rules are like kind of stupid, but also kind of really overprotective, and in a good way. But like I mean, yeah, it's kind of like that, but like I just go for their Instagram or like their Facebook, where it's kind of just public, and try to just find gears what they're playing. Like I see him playing for a Pearl, a Tama, just like go Google image reverse search, and I just find like 99% of the gear, you know. But one thing that irritates me one thing that irritates me a lot is when you see a bunch of these musicians, and they don't have any sort of reference or any documentation of what sort of pedal boards, amp, sims, preamps and stuff. What kind of preamps, what kind of pickups, what kind of the only thing you see is actually the cabinets, maybe the cabs, and you see like the guitars, of course, but you like see it's modded, but you don't know what pickups they're using. You can't see their pedal board. It's like in the original like promotional video was in like 380p resolution. It's impossible to find it because it was like 5 years ago, and the band isn't really that public anymore, or they don't perform live. So it's like stuff like that. I think I made a TikTok about it, but it was I don't know exactly how it went, but it went something along those lines. Just like give me a couple of seconds. And even the underground band that I'm researching has no close-up pics or information of their effect pedals, amps, preamps, cabs, pickups, softwares, besides guitars, mics, and drums. It's like sort of like that. It kind of irritates me because they're thinking like they're making a secret sauce or whatever, like this secret recipe, or like in sounds and stuff. But it's like let's be realistic here. It's the 2020s, the 2010s. Like it kind of is sad, but like you don't see. They're never gonna pop up, but like it's just like it. We are like in the closest time to even get in contact with these people, and they just won't talk about their equipment or any of their gears. Like they're just using rock and roll as an excuse to get laid and just like impress women. But I'm just using it because I'm more interested in the pedals and the equipment. I'm more like a guitar tech than an actual sort of rock person. I just like messing around with pedals and stuff. That's how I got tinnitus. Actually, I wear hearing aids right now. They're Signia Pure Sound, and I have my tinnitus makers to about a 9 or 7, depending on which day. But like I was messing around with a pedal board. It was like 5 distortion pedals and like 6 modulations, and I think I put a phaser one in there somewhere between the modulators, and one day I was looking and the whole thing just blew up next to my I was like this close in this. That's why I can still hear a little bit here, but like I was this close. The doctors didn't find anything actually, but I know that I'm deaf in that air. I can't hear people when I'm taking a hike. When I'm going in the city, I can't hear people. It's really shit, but I still like to make music, but unfortunately my fretting hand's the only thing that actually makes me play is not damaged, but it's irritated, I think, so I'm not able to actually perform for a while. That's why it doesn't, like I was using musicians practice gloves for a while until they wore out, and they actually helped a big deal. But I'm getting some new ones in the mail, so it takes a little bit of time until I can get those. And yeah, I'm going to show you off a little bit. Here we have a cassette deck. It's a one from my grandma, I think. Well, she used it in 2001, and it's a Sanyo stereo cassette deck RDW 340. Well, the A side is broken, so I'm not able to actually get in. Like, I'm not able to actually. But thankfully the B side, which has the record option, where I just use a simple cable that I record in mixtapes and my demos and such. I just put them in the line in, and it just plays and it records perfectly. Better than anything else. It's better than the Sony Explode that I have here, which was also something I inherited because they were just going to throw it away anyway. So like, it has a cassette option. Oh shit, yeah, it still has cassettes. I don't know what the hell is that, but it has a cassette. I think it's some yeah, it's the Temu cassettes, which I am dead scared of touching, because like I don't know what the sort of materials they use, but it's all made in China. But let me just get a glove or something. I don't want to touch it. Oh, it's Def Grip's Exmillitary. That's the whole thing. That's where it went. Okay. The reason why I'm not touching the cassette is because it's Temu. I don't know what Temu is or does, but it's Chinese sweatshop type shit, and whenever I touch the cassette, I get a weird feeling with my hands and stuff. It just doesn't feel like it's any high quality, and it's something I don't want to mess around with, because I've heard people drinking and eating things from Temu, and they got like permanent cancer or like some sort of shit that it's like they have permanently scar themselves for life, which is fun. That's really fun. I don't want to buy anything from Temu again. CDs. I have a Beatles 1. The actual good song, not the exciting one. It's Gautier, Making Mirrors. I also have Load by Metallica and Any Road by George Harrison. I have Beatles. Unfortunately, I bought it post tearing loss out. Really been able to enjoy it, but I ripped the CDs. So I just bought a bunch of CDs without really listening to them. The worst album of all time. This is absolute ass. Well, it's not good, it's just not my thing. This is like, really good. I actually got this from my job. I got this in my job because there's people that lose things, and if they go unclaimed for a certain amount of time, we can take them. So I found this. And this is actually one of the most expensive ones. This one is really, really okay, but it's not good. Chicago, they only have really, like it's advanced, I could say. That's good, but not as good as the first. Say best. This is my all-time favorite. I loved this. It's unfortunate because I absolutely loved listening to this before I fucked my hearing up, because this was the best thing I ever listened to. Every time, all day, for months on end, I listened to this thing. and I would love to experience it again. It's not the same when you lose your fucking hearing. Okay, this one is. It's really cool. Same shit. This is Slash's band. This is absolute dog water. It's unfortunate because it has a few good songs, but it doesn't stand the test of time. Alice Cooper. The only good song is Photograph. This one has Embryo on it, and it's just it's fine. It's actually not terrible. I wish it had more songs. It's unfortunate. I love this. I love it a lot. I have to actually order this one. This has shad shining on it. Yeah, this one's cool. It's bad. This one is okay, but it's not my thing. This one is cool. Cool but bad audio. Sadly, not the best there are. Some of my mixtapes. Fuck, is it leaking in something? It's illegal to own them in Norway, but it's not legal to sell or give them to anyone. There's a bunch of stuff, I think. Okay, it didn't matter. My brother's band. It's all his songs. He doesn't make any physical. This was done before their second album. That's my brother. My brother's second band. That's him. No, that's all of them, I think. That's it. demo cassettes. I think I'm not sure, but I think I have some. You really want to see them? Okay, I guess. Back to the beginning. It's right before it dies. Automatic for the people. In utero. $20.25 mixtape. Just a mixtape. It's a demo. Some bullshit. Beals. Beatles. Beals. $20.25. Cameras. This is Samsung ES15. I have to tape the lens because it keeps putting itself inside. It's a really cool sort of 2000s look. HP Photo Smart 133. It's an okay camera. We got a Lumix Parasonic DMC TC80. This I haven't used in over 3 years. It's my camera I bought during photography, but I got kicked out, so I never really picked up photography again. It still has the SD card, it just has a bunch of shit. I don't even want to look at it. But it's a good camera. But it's I think personally I prefer point and shoot cameras over these professionals, because like who has the time to bother anymore? Where's your head at? There we go. This is the most outdated thing on the list. Hafner. A gift from my brother. I'm actually going to receive a guitar. There's a... okay, that's big enough. It's really hard to see with the lighting. This was, I think, the thing that gave me tinnitus, because it's really sensitive when it comes to amps, but not virtual amps or audio interface. Rock and soy. First pedal I bought. It has a lot of mold and whatever the fuck. Because I was going to buy the Digitech Death Metal. Found out it was bad, I sold it. I had to buy this one. It's so bad, I wouldn't even play it if I got... You know, I had to be stranded in an island to even play on this thing. That's how bad it is. I also own a Orange CR60 C, I think. CR60C, because my friend Mike had it. And let me get a rundown. I think I have. Okay, so I'm just looking through the list, and I had a Harley Benton MR Classic, a Subsure Paragem Semi-Hollow in white, a ESP LTD F200 I borrowed, which was from my friend Mike. Well, we just kind of hanged around because we were both on the spectrum and we really didn't have... Well, we were kind of just gate kept. At a Schickenbacher 325. I used a Siegel S6 original acoustic. I also have played on a Gibson J200 studio acoustic, a Yamaha GC10 1970. A 1962 Fender Strat, a Gibson Les Paul Gold Top P90, a Gibson Les Paul Special 1962 or 65 I think, and a 1952 Fender Telecaster. I also have played on a Moore Cab X2, a Tonocracy Amp Sim, a Morgan GC20R, a Black Star Fly Free guitar amp with Bluetooth, a Black Star Fly 2 amp lug, which I sold. Fender Silverface, a Vox AC30 C2, a Black Star Fly Free bass, 3 watts. I sold that one too. A Prince PS30T, a Fender Rumble V1 100 bass amp with the lights and stuff, a TC Electronic 4 Dimension Chorus, a Boss SE1 synthesizer, a Boss TE2, Terreco, Small Clone V2, True Spring Reverb, Crybaby Wah Wah, 95Q, Full Tone Distortion Pro, M12 Dynacomp, CE3 chorus, CE2 chorus, donor search rotator reverb, Akai professional tuner, T1 lock, Samsung Galaxy S55, Samsung Galaxy S53, ADX Firecast A01 microphone, a Razer Black Shark V2 Pro, SteelSeries Arctis 7, Shure Unidyne Free S5SD dual mic, dynamic, a Korg CA40 tuner, Dio XP ND pedalboard large, Gear for Music crisp sound, Fender California series cables, Profile SNBK strap, Oak River Company Morgan green Masonic nylon strap, KM 12-string capo Donster, Dunloop USA trigger capo, a Sandstrom Ultra Slim CD DVD station, a Telefunken M1001 JCV RX RCX 540, Sony Walkman X162. I played on a Ludwig Versalite and a Pearl Export. Strings, here we have a good section. GS bass bombers, 45105, Earthbound, Max Grip 88, a Gem PX7, a GC Quant Berlin, Quant Klangbo, Klagborg, Boss OD2, Digitech Death Metal, a Logitech C922. That's this one. North striped tremolo harmonica. 480C. Sony 4W1000 MX Force. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.